Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Well, this episode is all about the AUTEL EVO Nano, or the Nano Plus. This is a Nano Plus right here. The reason I'm making this episode is more for me than anybody else, because I'm really curious about the Nano and the gimbal. I received my Nano, probably one of the first people on YouTube to receive one in North America anyways. I received it in early January. That means this Nano was probably made, in the month of November of last year or December. And then I got it in January of 2022. And I flew it around. However, my area of Canada where I live, it is so cold here. Temperatures are way below zero, like minus 20 degrees Celsius. What is that in Fahrenheit? Well, it's that. It's pretty darn cold. This thing flies really well, better than most drones in the cold, except I notice the cold causes the image when you're flying in 4K to get these little nano vibrations that kind of ruins the image, in my opinion. I'm a photographer, so I'm looking at images like really closely, and those nano vibrations are a bit of a pain in the ass for me. I can fix them if I put an ND filter on it, because I think that adds weight as well as reduces the shutter, but it shouldn't be like that. At least I think so. But then again, when you look at the specs, it says that this thing should not be flown in temperatures colder than, I think it's like -5 or -10 degrees Celsius. I'm flying it in really cold temps, and of course the dampening system is freezing up. But there's a lot of people on YouTube that say, hang on a sec, since your AUTEL EVO Nano was made like probably last November, December, the factory put the dampeners that retain the gimbal on wrong. They put them on reverse or something like that. Or they said that I'm missing some parts, but everything seems to be there, so I don't know if it's that. So anyways, the reason for this video is because I contacted AUTEL over in China, and I said, hey, you know, I'm doing all these videos and it's cold here and I'm getting these nano vibrations. Are you getting the same thing? And they're like, we don't really see it over in our area because it doesn't get as cold as where I am. And I also said, when I fly this in warm weather above zero, I don't get any vibrations. It is perfect. The image is super stable. So, you know, when I fly to my house, it's very warm in my house, it's stable. And when you watch other people that fly to warm weather, it's stable image. It's just when it's cold. So they said, well, tell you what, Steve, we will send you another one of these and you can check it out with a brand new one. And then I said, hang on a sec, you never sent me this one. AUTEL never sent me this one in the first place. This came from RC Going that I got back in January because I needed one to review. So, you know, I had to get one really quick. I couldn't wait for AUTEL. So anyways, over here, AUTEL sent me one. Oh, and there goes my drone. I know you feel like I'm rejecting you. So what I'm going to do in this video is, I haven't even opened this box from AUTEL, is I'm going to open it, see which one they sent me. Do I have a knife here? See which one they sent me. Like, did they send me an orange one like this? And then I'm going to compare the gimbals right here, right now, you know, physically, to take a look at it and see if I see a difference, because the one they sent me, they said it's brand new. It's right off the factory floor. So I don't have an old one. Did they send me this from China? No, this one came from AUTEL Robotics USA. And yes, it was free. But it's basically just to alleviate my concerns. So, oh, they taped the inside too. That was nice. So let's see what is inside. There we go. We got some paperwork. And what did they send me? Because I didn't ask for... Could you see my head? So what did they send me? I didn't ask for any particular model. Nothing. They just said, we'll send you one. So they sent me... What did they send me? They sent me the premium bundle. And that's what I had previously. So this one here is the premium bundle. So this one came from RC Going way back in January. Probably made in the month of November of last year. This one came from AUTEL USA. And I'm going to guess it was... Oh, it's open. It's open. I wonder if they checked it out. I didn't open it. I wonder if they checked it out ahead of time to make sure I get one that is up to snuff. Let's see here. Let's open this up and check it out. Well, it looks clean on the inside. Looks like that. Nothing's open there, but let's check out that drone. So they did send me an orange one. You know, that's the AUTEL colors. They're orange. So I've got everything in here. Everything looks like it as it should be. The accessories box, 2 batteries, the charger. Yeah, everything is in there. It's all good. North American stuff, the controller, all good. Yep, everything's good in there. All right, so let's put this aside so I don't mix it up with the previous one. Just want to check this baby out. So the one that I got from RC Going that I've had for a long time, that I noticed the nano jitters, has my Captain Drone sticker on it. Since they're both the same color, I'm not going to put a sticker on it. So every time you see the one without a sticker, when we're doing this comparison test, it's the one that's from AUTEL, brand new. So let me look at it really quick. All right, I've got a camera down here that's going to point down at these. I'm going to bring an extra light source that's going to illuminate everything super bright. Here we go. Take that, and I'm going to stick this over here. And now we are going to look at these things super close, and you're going to see it in this camera. So here we go. First up, we have the old Nano, and check out the O-ring dampeners. I do call them the O-ring dampeners because they are shaped like the letter O. Now, how about we check out the new Nano? And we can see on the new Nano that the O-ring dampeners are positioned in a different orientation. So it seems like there is truth to the dampeners being placed incorrectly on the old Nano. Placing them head to head, you can clearly see the differences. But will this change the nano vibrations I get when flying in cold weather? Well, I guess we're about to find out. All right, so I guess the only thing left for me to do is to update the firmware on this one so it matches this one, and then take them both out for a flight, fly this in one, I don't know, in a straight line or in some pattern, and do the same with this one, and see if there's a difference. So that's gonna come up next. All right, so I'm outdoors, and the drone with the sticker is the old one. We're gonna call that the old Nano, and the drone without the sticker is the new Nano. Now it's really dull outside, which is fine for these drones because these drones have the best camera for any mini drone on the market currently. Like, it's phenomenal. It's a dull day right now, and I bet you the image is going to look great. So my test is pretty simple. I'm just going to take this old one, fly it straight up to a certain height, fly it out straight a distance in my neighborhood, and then hit return to home. It will come back and land on the landing pad. We'll see how it does. And the new one, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. And what I'm looking for in the new one, and maybe even the old one, is any sort of jitters you see when you're looking at structures. So I'm going to aim the camera down a bit so you see more of the objects on the ground, vice the horizon, and that way you'll actually see if there's any jitters. All right, so on with the test. Here we go. Okay, I've gone out 500 meters that way, and I'm gonna hit the return to home, and it should go up 100 meters, come on back, and hopefully land here. Here we go. Return to home is now engaged. Here we go. Let's see what happens.
Landing. Please make sure landing point is safe.
Okay, it's coming on down. Here it comes down. I'm gonna get out of the way so that I do not block the landing, because it will not land if it sees my head. Coming down, coming down. I'll stay out of the way so I don't block the sensors. Look at going, it's going, we hear beeps, look at that. So this is the old one. Look where it's coming down, look at that, look at that. Oh my God, that's awesome.
Gimbal is self-check.
Well, that's...
Please take off later. Stop recording.
Okay, so that was the old model. Let's try the new model. All right, now we have the new model. Let's put it down and give it a shot. Just gonna make sure all the settings are the same as on the previous model. All right, let's take it on up.
Has been refreshed.
It's at 50 meters height. I'm standing at a different point here, but here we go, same path. All right, it's out 500 meters, so I'm gonna hit return to home. This is the new model, and let's see what it does.
To home.
All right, here we go. We'll wait for it. It's overhead, coming down for a landing.
Landing. Please make sure landing point is safe.
That's what I see on my display. I'm gonna move back just like I did the last time. I'm just moving back here because I don't want the drone to see the top of my head or my body and think it can't land here. So there it is up there. I don't think the new one's doing as well. It's over there. Here, I'll walk over on an angle. There it comes down. All right, so it landed over here, and there's the landing pad. Isn't that interesting? All right, next thing for me to do is go inside and check out the video and compare the videos and see if I see any difference. Now, on the date I conducted this test, the temperature was -7 Celsius, which is 19 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the old Nano, and if you look very closely at the trees and some of the buildings, you can still see the jitters. They exist even though the temperature is, well, it's -7 degrees Celsius. I still see the jitters, but, you know, most people would probably be accepting of this type of video because to the untrained eye, it probably looks pretty good. I'm going into return to home mode here, and I've sped up the video, but watch when I come back to my neighborhood. I've slowed it back down. Look for the jitters again. You can see in the houses and the trees as you're looking straight ahead. Or make your eye go from top to bottom and you'll almost see a sense of jello happening from top to bottom. So the jitters are still there on the old Nano. I guess we'll have to try the new one and see if there's any difference. Here we have the new Nano, and spoiler alert, there is no micro vibrations, no nano vibrations, no jello, no anything. It is a perfect image. Look at the trees, look at the buildings, it is smooth. This is what video should look like, that is this high resolution on a drone of this capability with such a good sensor on it. So I'm going in fast motion here, spin it around, I'm in return to home, coming back, and once again, just take a look at my neighborhood. Look at the trees, look at the buildings. Everything looks like a painting. It's so perfect. There's no movement whatsoever other than the drone flying through the air. This is what it should look like. So bravo to the new Nano. At least I know that the Nano Plus newer versions don't have the issue that the original old version pre-production or early production models had. And here we have the images side by side. Since I had to place them side by side on the same screen, they're quite tiny, so I don't know if you can see the jitters on the old Nano, but if you do have a big monitor or a big TV set you're watching this on, you're probably going to see the jitters on the old Nano versus no jitters on the new Nano. All right, so there you have it. So you can see there's been a change with the dampening system on the old model compared to the new model. Now, once again, I bought this old model in early January of the year 2022. So that means it was probably made 1 or 2 months prior to that in the year 2021. This new model arrived to me in March. So I'm going to assume it was probably made in the month of January or February of the year 2022. So the dampening system on this had to be changed because they found an issue with the dampening system on the old system, and there were rumors that somebody glued the dampening system on incorrectly and stuff, and it does look like the same little O-ring is used on both, but it's just put on one way on one model, like the old model, and put on a different way on the new model. But I can tell, flying it out in the cold, the new model, no problem with micro jitters. Old model, yeah, you got the micro jitters, unless you're flying in warm weather. So with everything you've seen here, if I jump back to my very first video review of the Nano, the first thing I said is that these Nanos, or the Nano, there's not two, they're the same thing here, has the potential to be the best mini drone on the market today. So far, the camera is by far the best. There is nothing that comes close to this camera. I'm waiting for the dynamic track to happen because that's the only thing that's missing. There's HDR missing too, I think, but the dynamic track feature has not yet been put in a firmware update so that we can use it. That's when the drone can track you and follow other objects that are moving and avoid things around it. We haven't seen that yet, so obviously AUTEL's still working on that. When that happens, hopefully it's going to be as good as a DJI tracking system or better. That's one of the things when you see the new DJI Mini 3. Well, DJI has a really awesome avoidance system for tracking and going around things. If they put the APAS in the Mini 3, that'd make it pretty phenomenal. However, will they make the camera as good as on the Nano? I hope so, or else, you know, this is going to be my preferred little mini drone, that's for sure. And when it comes to price, I know a lot of people find these expensive. I keep saying these, it's the same drone. They find the Nano Plus expensive, but honestly, take a look at the world economy. Everything's expensive. DJI products have all gone up in price. The old ones are not going up in price because they're not making them. That's just stock you're buying. You're buying old stock. So when the DJI Mini 3 comes out, that's a new model. You're going to pay as much as you pay for a Nano Plus for that or more. It's going to be pricey. So, but that is just the way things are in the future. The days of inexpensive DJI drones that are new on the market, gone history. Same is true for AUTEL. Gone history. We won't see that. Won't see that for quite some time. I don't think so, unless the economy gets better. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just post them below. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't have a Nano, like I said, if you want the best camera on the market, then I'm going to put links below to where you can get one. Go get yourself one and you'll be pleasantly happy. All right, thanks for watching this video, and I will catch you in future videos with many more drone reviews and other cool tech in the RC hobby. Till then, I say bye.